Cryptocurrencies have been getting attention from many investors despite their sudden ups and downs. Many crypto experts are evaluating and giving predictions about finance and crypto. Today, we're going to tell you predictions of Nostradamus of crypto world, Raoul Pal. Let's move further to discuss his ideas and predictions about the world of finance and crypto. For some newbies, we will tell you a little bit about Raoul Pal. He's the financial specialist who founded the Real Vision Group, which provides investment and financial market information. He formerly worked for Goldman Sachs and GLG Partners and is well known for his economic and investing expertise. Many people look to him for financial market expertise. He is also called Nostradamus, who predicts the crypto and financial world, and his predictions come true often. He has been sharing his insight and opinion about financial markets plus trends on his channel. We're going to give you some of his opinions and predictions that he shared with his viewers. During an interactive session on YouTube, he talked about the role of gold as an investment. Generally, we think that gold is the safest and most positive investment. To many of us, gold will be bullish whenever we're going to exchange it or sell it. But what is the opinion and prediction of Raoul? He says that since the 1970s, investing in gold has become a widely liked strategy since it often does well, even in tough economic circumstances. He further says that even while gold price has risen, it hasn't necessarily kept up with inflation and that its worth is falling rather than rising. Let's hear from him.
When you've got positive real rates, and they're going up a lot because the bond market's decoupled from everything else, what you've got is a bad environment for gold. The moment the real rates go negative again, that's destroying your future wealth. Gold does pretty well. Now, I don't think gold is the best investment to capture this tail risk. I actually think crypto is much better at doing it. I actually think technology stocks are probably better at doing it. But gold is less volatile, so risk adjusted, it's just fine. Right now, it's just not a good bet. And even though not that many people own it these days, it's not a retail investment vehicle.
On a viewer's query on whether we're heading for an economic downturn, he forecasts that we will not enter into an economic slump because we have a magical bullet in the form of our currency. So it's not going to happen. He has made varied predictions regarding the dollar and he is optimistic about its future. However, there are still fears. He mentioned that the use of the dollar in the global commerce would have a detrimental impact and may result in a dollar shortage. Let's hear from him about the dollar shortage that he predicts can happen.
Doom loop where it's a game of musical chairs. The musical chairs here are: the US is 25% of world GDP. 87% of world trade is in US dollars. Most international borrowings are in dollars. The eurodollar market is the epicenter of that. The issue is when the Federal Reserve start taking money out of, or liquidity out of the system, it knocks through to this murky world of eurodollars and foreign dollar borrowings. And those weaker borrowers start scrambling for the dollars. And it's a game of musical chairs where somebody gets rug pulled and somebody falls to the floor because there's not enough chairs to go around, not enough dollars.
Let's first tell you what de-dollarization is. Then we will move to the prediction of Raoul. While Russia and China are driving de-dollarization activities owing to geopolitical rivalry with the United States, many countries like Brazil and South Africa have backed BRICS declarations on changing the global financial system for their purposes. Let us tell you by evaluating one country's status regarding using dollars. China is Brazil's major trading partner, and using local currency for bilateral transactions benefits both nations. However, Brazil's reliance on the dollar is clear, as almost 90% of Brazil's export invoicing is designated in dollars, even though the United States gets just 17% of Brazil's total exports. Because of this disparity, Brazilian officials may favor the formation of a BRICS reserve currency. So, what is Raoul's opinion on this matter? He believes that any change in the way nations trade with one another will occur gradually over time, and that there is no good way to achieve a middle ground in this regard. Currently, countries trade using the American dollar, which may not be a good thing as well, because there may not be enough dollars to go around as a result. This might be a huge dilemma for international trade, so he predicts that de-dollarization will happen, but gradually. Well, let's see what the future holds for this. Time will tell accurately. Raoul is positive about the financial future for the next 1 to 5 years. He says that we are recovering, coming out of recession. Actually, the prices are fine, and in the coming 1 to 5 years, these will continue to rise, and this will help to strengthen the financial conditions. These days, we're having issues regarding GDP, and it is related to the population. So in the future, population is increasing rapidly, then you may have witnessed some decline in GDP. And due to recession, maybe migration will not be accepted, because there will be fewer work opportunities. And why is it so? It's true that technology, notably artificial intelligence and robotics, is being used more and more as the world changes quickly. It's conceivable that AI will replace many human workers and establish itself as a new workforce. Although it won't happen fast, it's feasible that at some time human labor may become considerably more expensive to replace with robot labor. As an example, he talks about Amazon. He says that they have employed around 750,000 additional personnel in the last 4 years. But they have also brought 500,000 robots into their operations in the last 5 years. This may be a good thing for them because robots have the ability to perform better and provide more output than human labor. Robots, for example, may work for extended periods without taking breaks, vacations, or sick days, and they don't have to deal with family or personal difficulties. They can be timelier and more productive, and they never tire. Oh, they have so many positive points to replacing human workers. But besides these plus points, we can tell you some other points also that we think you must know. While robots may appear to be the perfect solution, it's crucial to note that they come with their own set of issues. One possible risk is that robots may displace human labor, resulting in job losses and economic inequalities. Furthermore, robots force large initial investments as well as continuous maintenance costs, which may be too expensive for smaller businesses. When it comes to developing and deploying robots, there is also a matter of ethics and duty to consider. We agree that the rising usage of artificial intelligence and robotics is major progress in the current world. While they have many benefits, we must also note the possible downsides. It is critical to maintaining a balance between technological advantages and the demands of human labor and society as a whole. This can affect the worldwide financial outlook. What do you think about this point? He predicts that the rise of technology can potentially change the trend rate of growth over time. But we have got to get through this inflection point as the population shrinks and eventually over time GDP capital is going to rise. But that is a long-term view of the economy. He has discussed the current economic crunch in an answer to a question regarding macroeconomics. He has quite a positive outlook on the current economic recession. He predicts that recession will become stable in the coming 1 to 5 years compared to the 2000s. This might be related to the present rebound effect, which occurs every 2 to 3 years and could be induced by the epidemic. No doubt, the pandemic brought a big financial crunch to the whole world. He further said that although we recently experienced a recession as a result of the pandemic, the economy is rebounding and we are facing another one. We will, however, be able to conquer it. The strength of the dollar and the increasing usage of cryptocurrencies are two of the reasons why the economy is still holding up. These things have helped our economy during these difficult times. That is all for now. The Crypto Nostradamus Raoul Pal has predicted some positive vibes about the world economic recession and the future of the dollar. Not only this, but he has also carefully predicted the usage of AI and robots in the market to replace humans. Hopefully you have learned a lot from his financial insight.